This is Neve Hoban from the Fiercely Independent Network. Today we are at the Woodstock Artists Association Museum interviewing filmmakers in the press room.
I'm Barbara Koppel. Somebody called up and said, how would you like to do a film on Gigi? And I said I would love it, and the rest is history. This is everything Gigi Gorgeous is about, a really brave, courageous woman who went after what she wanted. She was a he, so he transitioned into this glorious woman named Gigi Gorgeous, who is on YouTube. She has 2 million followers. She really helps people who feel like they're being left out or misunderstood. It's also a story about her father, who is a very conservative guy, and he accepted her for who she was, and with that love, she was able to be what she wanted to be all her life. We're all entitled to be who we are, and that all we need is communication and love and support. I'm looking forward to seeing all the wonderful films, seeing the filmmakers, hearing what they have to say, and just being part of this community. I love it. I love the people here, and I love that they accept my films in this festival.
My name is Leon Gast. I get to make a film every couple of years. I made a film a couple of years ago called Manny Pacquiao, and he was born in the Philippines, and I got to spend a lot of time in Manila, in General Santos City, and met some incredible people in the Philippines. I love this town. This town has so many great restaurants and so many wonderful people and so many people that work in the arts. And I love Woodstock. I just love this place, and thank you, God, for giving me this life.
My name is Allison Agro, and the name of the film is The Last Pig. The Last Pig is the story, it's a very intimate, immersive story of a pig farmer who, after 10 years of raising pigs humanely, says, I don't want to peddle in death anymore. But the problem is he has 250 pigs on the farm, and he has to figure out how to get out of the life that he created 10 years prior. I've always spoken out for the underdog, and for me, captive, oftentimes wild animals too, that are being marginalized and squeezed into smaller places, are kind of the ultimate victims. They can't speak up for themselves. I have, for the last almost 30 years, just made it my mission to speak up for them. This film, to me, was such a great gift to find this story and to be able to follow this really personal, intimate story, because it allowed me to tell about the fate of farmed animals. I just thought, if nobody is telling this story as he starts his journey away from pig farming, it has to be told. And I finally got up the nerve and contacted him, and he agreed to meet with me, and we just started shooting right away so we wouldn't miss a moment. This is my first time at this festival, and I'm so excited to be here. I love meeting other filmmakers, and especially if they're from other countries, and I know this is an international crowd, so for me, getting to commingle and compare notes, especially since many of us are independent filmmakers, we're all trying to figure it out. So to be able to compare notes and help each other along is really precious to me. So that's the main thing I'm looking forward to. But I also love, it's a gift to be able to screen my baby, The Last Pig, with a live audience. That's just the greatest thing.
Hi, I'm Sandra Vannucchi, the director of Girl in Flight. This is the story of an 11-year-old girl that runs away from home because her mom is depressed, and she ends up meeting a gypsy girl on the train and having an adventure with her in Rome, living from a small town in Tuscany. It's actually partly based on a true story, only the part of running away and the family part. And then I really love Rom culture and did a lot of research on that. So that inspired me to create the character of Emina, the girl that my protagonist will meet.
My name is Bradley Berman, and I'm here with Nat Bates for mayor. My film is about the mayor's race in 2014 in a town in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, called Richmond. And in that campaign, Chevron, which runs the second largest oil refinery in California, put $3 million into the campaign. There was a big fire there in 2012 where the oil refinery caught on fire, and so it caught a lot of people's attention. And then when it went out, people sort of forgot about this place. And so started to explore it and saw the unique politics that pitted two groups against one another. So it was this battle between two forces that you're not even sure who to root for. It's this crazy pressure cooker of a place. So the local politicians, even though it's a very small town, take the future of their town very seriously, and that creates some very wild situations. We vilify people that we disagree with and celebrate and think that our side is absolutely right. When you dig a little deeper on both sides, you start to wonder who the heroes are and who the villains are. And it was interesting that election was in 2014, because now in the current national political scene, we don't know where to go from here, because everything is broken down in terms of these entrenched silos of politics that we now see in our culture. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of great films, to presenting our film here for the East Coast premiere, and seeing how our California story is received on the East Coast, and just enjoying the vibes.
For more from the Independent Network and to learn more about the Woodstock Film Festival, visit www.woodstockfilmfestival.com.